Hi guys, this is John here. As part of today's lecture, we will look at a very important component of the drone, which is called as the propeller. And in this class, we will look at the importance of propellers and how a propeller helps a drone move up, move left, move right. And we will look at those concepts as part of this lecture. So first, let us look at a very simple single propeller, and I will come back to this diagram. Now, this is a close-up of a propeller. Now, as you know, a propeller in this case has two blades, and you might think that a typical propeller should have blades which are flat. That's what most of us would think. But actually, if you look at a propeller closely, you will see that they are not flat, but rather at an angle. And what is the reason behind this angle? And that's what I'm going to explain to you. So when you look at a propeller and a drone, you will see that there is a certain angle, and this angle is also called as the angle of attack. It's a common term used, don't worry, it's not used to attack anybody, but just from a technical standpoint, I'm trying to make you familiar with all these terminologies that we'll be using. Now let us look at how does a propeller actually help a drone generate lift. Now lift is basically the drone going up. We know that the blade is angling upwards in this direction. So it's going from down to up here, and similarly down to up here. When the motor moves in a clockwise direction, if this is a clock, this direction is considered clockwise. So similarly, if you look at this motor from top, this will be clockwise. So if this motor rotates in a clockwise direction, because of this angle here, you will see that once the blade starts moving this way, and similarly this blade starts moving this way, it starts pushing the air downwards. So it starts cutting the air and pushing the air downwards. Similarly here, it starts pushing the air downwards. Because of this, it generates something called as lift. So air being pushed downwards makes this particular propeller start moving upwards, and this phenomena is called lift. And lift basically causes this propeller to start moving upwards, and as you see, the body of the drone, if you have just one propeller on, will start moving upwards. So let us look at this exercise with a very simple toy. In this video, you see that this is a very simple propeller concept that I want to explain to you. So we call this a hand helicopter. So you've got a shaft here and you have a propeller. Now, as you will see, my hand here acts as a motor and moves this shaft, and you will see when I rotate this propeller in an anti-clockwise direction, it will generate lift, and you will see that this propeller will start moving upwards. Now you might ask, John, in the past 2 minutes you've been talking about clockwise motion. So if you remember, I spoke to you about the angle of attack. Now for this particular propeller, the angle of attack is in the opposite direction. So for the previous propeller, the angle of attack was like this, if I look at it from a side view, whereas the angle of attack for this propeller is in this direction. So let us look at what happens to the propeller once I rotate it. So you have seen that the propeller goes up. And how did that happen? Now let us look at another variation where I'm going to rotate this propeller in the counterclockwise direction as before. And you can see clearly that here, when I rotate this, you can see that because of the angle of attack that I explained before, and I will show you the close-up of this propeller and we'll be able to compare the angle of attack there. So let us look at what happens to this propeller when I rotate this in the counterclockwise direction. So you can see that it's flying upwards towards the camera. First concept, we saw that the angle of attack basically defines whether a propeller will move upwards or downwards. Now here I will show you a situation where I will rotate this propeller in a clockwise direction. Now previously we saw when the propeller rotates in a anti-clockwise direction, it causes the propeller to lift upwards because the propeller is pushing the air downwards. Now in this case, what we will see that when I rotate the propeller in a clockwise direction, because of the angle of attack, it will push the air upwards, causing the propeller to actually start moving downwards. So let us look at this. So you see that the propeller starts moving downwards. So here the angle of attack plays a very big role in terms of whether this propeller will go upwards or downwards, and it is a combination of the angle of attack with the direction of rotation. So basically, if the angle of attack is in a particular direction, then you have to check whether this propeller will go up in a clockwise rotation or an anti-clockwise rotation. And this is very important, and that is why you will see that a typical drone has 4 motors, and if you observe these motors carefully, you will see that this propeller, let's call them P1, P2, P3 and P4. So if you observe P1 and P3, their angle of attack is in this direction, whereas P4 and P2, the angle of attack is in an opposite direction. So if you look at these motors carefully now, and I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to explain next, you will see that this propeller, now can you work with me here and guess that this propeller, will it generate lift? Will it generate lift in a clockwise direction or an anti-clockwise direction? So P1, can you spend 2 minutes thinking about if the angle of attack is in this direction, will it push air downwards when rotated anti-clockwise, or will it push air downwards when it rotates clockwise? Can you spend 2 minutes to think that? So I'm assuming you all have given some time to think about this. So let me give you the answer here. Now let us look at this propeller carefully. P1 here. Now the angle of attack is upwards in this direction. Let us assume that if this propeller would start rotating in a clockwise direction. So if this would start rotating in a clockwise direction, you will see that the propeller will push air upwards, causing this propeller to actually start going downwards. And we don't want that. We don't desire that. We actually want the propeller to go upwards. So let us look at the opposite scenario. Because of the angle of attack in this direction, we see that when the propeller is rotated in a anti-clockwise direction or counterclockwise, you can call it one and the same, it pushes the air downwards, which causes this propeller to start moving upwards. Similarly, this particular propeller here, which is P2, because of the angle of attack in this direction, when P2 is rotated in a clockwise direction, so here I will write CCW, which is counterclockwise. If the angle of attack here is in a clockwise direction, it pushes the air downwards, thus causing lift upwards. Now, P4 has the same angle of attack as P2, so effectively for P4 to move upwards, it will also need to move in a clockwise direction. So let's write clockwise. And last, we've got P3, whose angle of attack is the same as P1. So we will also put P3 as counterclockwise. So what have we looked at here? First, we looked at a basic propeller and we understood the structure of it. We understood the concept of angle of attack. Then we looked at, because of the angle of attack, how a propeller is able to push air downwards and thus generate lift. Then we looked at the impact of the direction of rotation using a simple hand helicopter. And then we looked at, in a drone, you have 4 propellers with 2 propellers on opposite sides having the same angle of attack, and thus they will have to rotate in similar directions like pointed out here. Now, why are they put so? I will explain to you in the next lecture. Now, another very important concept what you need to understand is, the faster a propeller rotates, the more air it pushes down, and hence the more lift that it generates. So basically, if you want your drone to go up faster, then your motor will have to rotate this propeller at a higher speed, and that speed is also called as RPM, or also called as revolutions per minute. So your motor here will have to rotate this propeller faster to generate more lift. So that is why when you have a drone going up and you want to go it faster and you want to move it faster, you will hear that the motors are rotating the propellers at a much higher speed, because the simple physics there is that the propellers are pushing more air downwards and thus generating more lift upwards. So now let us look at the same concept with the simple hand helicopter that we saw before, and I will show you that the speed of rotation of your propeller will define the amount of lift caused by the propeller. So let's go ahead and look at 2 fun videos there. So what I want you to observe are 2 things. The speed at which I am rotating this hand helicopter, and second, I want you to observe how fast the propeller goes up. And this is a regular speed video. I have not made a slow motion video. I want you to actually see the speed. So I want you to observe 2 things: the speed of rotation of my hand, and number 2, the speed at which the propeller moves up. We've already established that this particular will go in the counterclockwise direction. So let's go ahead and watch this. I want you to observe this very carefully. So there you go. So you saw that that went up pretty quickly. Let's play that again for you. And I want you to observe this again. And you observe it went up pretty fast. Now I will apply a much lesser force using my hands, and hence my speed of rotation of this shaft is less. And what I want you to observe, the amount of lift generated in this situation versus the last time. So observe the speed at which I'm rotating, and then whether it moves up or not. Let's take a look. So you see here that the propeller went down with a much lower speed. Let me play that again for you. So you can see multiple times that the propeller did not go as high as the last time. And this basically proves this concept that a higher RPM equals to more lift and a lower RPM equals to less lift. Now this is a very simple concept you need to understand when it comes to propellers, because when you're working with drones and propellers, at the end of the day, the motors are the key element. So the RPM at which this propeller will rotate is directly dependent on this motor here. So it's a combination of the motor plus propeller, and both of these together generate the lift. So it's not just the propeller, it's the motor that rotates the propeller, and together both of them will determine the amount of lift that you will have on your drone. So in this lecture, what have we understood? We looked at a lot of concepts, right? We looked at how a propeller generates lift. Then we looked at the importance of a propeller and the angle of attack in terms of the direction of rotation. So how the direction of rotation with the angle of attack will determine whether your propeller will go up or down. Then we looked at how the RPM generates lift. So those are some key important concepts we've understood in this lecture. Now in the next lecture, I will explain to you why these propellers need to rotate in opposite directions, where you have two opposite motors going in a clockwise direction and two opposite motors going in a counterclockwise direction. So I will explain that to you in the next lecture. And then what we will do is, using our simulator, we will look at all these concepts which I want you to revise. In the immediate next lecture, I'm going to show you how the RPM generates the lift, and we will look at that using our simulator. In the lab session, we will look at the simulator, and in my next theory lecture, I will explain to you about the opposite direction of propeller rotating. Okay. I hope this lecture was clear for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you.